93.7 KCLB rocks. What's happening all? It is Conklin and Tish. We're backstage at the Big Four with a very special guest. We've got we've got the man with the deep notes.
The deep notes.
We've got
tone.
He knows about getting
Trujillo
low.
Oh, yeah.
from Metallica. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing great, man.
This is like a homecoming for you guys.
It is. It's definitely a homecoming for me. I'm from Southern California, and I'm back in Southern California living again and enjoying it, you know?
Yeah.
I was telling my wife earlier today, I go, look how great this is. It's like, you know, we live in the Venice Beach area down in LA, but I'm saying it's like less than 2 hours you can be in, like, you know, 85 degree, 90 degree temperatures.
Yeah.
How great is this weather?
You got the beach, you got, you know, the snow, you got, you know, I mean, it's all
SoCal.
here. It's SoCal, man.
Last weekend it was 15 degrees hotter, so we got lucky. It's perfect for today.
Excellent.
And this is awesome for you guys. It's terrible for us, but it's hard to wrangle you guys over here to our tents to get interviews because everybody's here, all of your friends, all of your family, because it's so close to home.
That's true. I mean, for me, that's kind of the blessing, but also at the other end of that, it can be also a curse because, you know, you got mom and dad, you got your cousins, your best friends.
Yeah.
They're pulling at you.
They're pulling at you.
We know.
And you want to.
They pull at us. This is a big show.
I know you want to kick ass for them, but at the same time, you want them to leave you alone so you can get through your, you know, pre-gig regimen.
Yeah.
You know. And
Right.
Now, a question I had for you, we all know what it's like to anticipate this show as a fan.
Yeah.
How do you go into this show the weeks before? Is it anxious? Is it nervous? Are you overall excited?
It's a combination of things. For me, I immediately go into kind of pre-gig prep mode, which means about 3 weeks before, I start thinking about kind of getting into some sort of training regimen and just to get like my legs in gear. Because we've been off for like 4 or 5 months. So, you know, it's very difficult to just jump on stage without any kind of rehearsal.
Especially the way you do it. You like to get low.
The quads are sore.
Kind of the way, yeah. I think for all of us, you know, we all have our own thing, but at the end of the day, you know, we got to be prepared. It's funny because, I don't know, maybe it's because we're old. We just can't get up there and throw down. It's like we need about, you know, at least
I know
a
what
week
you're
of rehearsals or something.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Conklin is very young, at about 23 years old.
Okay.
He may not know what we're talking about
He
yet.
doesn't know what we're talking about.
He's just a young lad.
The recovery time.
But the beauty of that is, as long as you kind of keep it together and you know how to deal with it. You know, bands like Iron Maiden or AC/DC, they're still kicking ass.
Yeah.
You know, Lemmy. I don't know how Lemmy does it. Jesus.
Both those guys, Bruce and Lemmy, they're beasts.
How the hell do they do it?
Well, Lemmy will pound a fifth of Jack every single night of the week.
Well, I think there's two sides to that. It's like you can go the Lemmy route, or you can go. I think actually Bruce's route is probably more physical fitness.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's fencing.
Yes.
He's a pilot.
He's the everyman. He can do everything. He can
Guy's a
fly,
maniac.
fence.
He's probably aerobicizing. Who knows, man?
We're backstage at the Big Four with Rob Trujillo. One question I had for you regarding some new Metallica music. There was an uproar about Death Magnetic as far as the mixing goes. Going into the next Metallica album, are you guys still going to work with Rick Rubin?
Yeah, I mean, I love working with Rick. Rick, to me, he's sort of a Zen guru spirit that Metallica needs right now. I'm not to say that we need it right now. I mean, because we're getting along incredibly well. We're really excited to write some new music. The riffage, there's no shortage of riffage in Metallica world right now.
No.
And I think it's only going to get better. You know, it's kind of like the first album with Rick was also the first album for me. So in a lot of ways, you know, you're kind of testing the water. Now that we're comfortable with Rick and his engineer, incredible engineer Greg Fiddleman, who worked with Slayer actually on this last record. It's my hero.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like it's a great team, and it's only going to get better. I really believe that, and so I'm super excited.
Yeah.
I know that we've got another couple in us, and I think there's a demand. It seems like we got some new fans, and they're waiting.
Yeah.
I think so too. I wanted to ask you, I saw you about a year and a half ago in Anaheim in the indoor setting, and you guys just absolutely, with the 360 stage, you blew it up. It was an amazing show. Do you do anything different when you come out to these big live performances in terms of, do you play differently, or you just kind of do your same thing? Is there a difference between this outdoor thing, the big gig, and those indoor ones, which are a lot of fun too.
It's very different. I mean,
No, this is not the arena, right?
Right. I mean, I love both because we do a lot of shows like this in Europe. You know, sometimes you got anywhere from 50 to
big crowds.
90,000 people.
Big crowds.
I mean, like today we may have around 60. Who knows?
Right.
That's a big crowd.
Yeah.
You know, for 4 bands. I know you get other festivals and you've got like 30 bands. I mean, this is 4 bands.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah,
So
of course.
you got to give a little bit of credit there, and it's
Well,
metal.
yeah, look at the lineup, right?
It's metal, you know.
Heavy hitters.
It's
And
not-
there's kind of like 2 teams in the Coachella Valley. It's the people who go to Coachella
Right.
and the people who go to Big Four,
Right.
and we've kind of been butting heads.
But then you got a lot of people
yeah.
flying in from other parts of the state.
Oh, all over.
You know, even other parts of the world, which is very cool. But so for me, it's like I'm not kind of leaning towards the direction of festivals only or stadiums or arena shows. I love them all. I mean, I like small club gigs, like, you know, like a Key Club gig or, you know.
But
yeah,
isn't
something
it
like that.
nice
I mean,
being in Metallica because you guys can really do what you want?
It's
right?
It's
You
very,
can.
very special. I must admit, I'm not gonna
Feels
lie.
good, doesn't
Feels
it?
good to know that you can book a gig and you'll at least get, you know, 10 to 15 people.
Wherever.
I mean,
Yeah.
Wherever.
It's Conklin and Tish. We're backstage at the Big Four right here in Indio. I believe some tickets are still available, so get your ass down here and check out Metallica. Now, Lars Ulrich, I'm going to read a quote here from Blabbermouth, said that you guys are bringing all the bells and whistles and all the stuff that turns on and off and all of the stuff that pops and goes boom. And he also said that everybody in Southern California will be able to experience this on a clear day. Is there anything he's alluding to right there?
Maybe. I know what he's talking about, I think.
Yeah.
Never a dull moment in our world.
No.
You know, it's funny. It's like we're supposed to take a year off, you know, before we go into
What happened?
to pre-album or at least writing mode. And here we are doing this, and we got other couple things probably up our sleeve.
Well,
in
thank
the
you.
next few
I have to
months.
say, we appreciate it.
All right.
And speaking of the future stuff, is there any talk at all, and can you talk about it if there is, about more Big Four action in the United States?
You know, we're talking. The great thing is we kind of had tried to do this in Europe, and we did it successfully, and we tested the water. People
We love the
loved it.
DVD. The DVD is great.
Yes,
the best.
I mean, it was a lot of fun, and there was you know, if there's a demand, you know, we'll show
there
up,
is.
and there was, and SoCal provided that, and I'm sure there's other possibilities brewing in the U.S., and we'll just have to wait and see, you know.
Okay.
It's one of
All
those
right.
things where we've all got our own tours going on, or we're writing or recording or whatever, but when it comes to the Big Four, we like to turn up and have a good time.
If 50,000 people doesn't say demand, I don't know what does.
It does.
I don't know what does. All right, this is Rob Trujillo. We're backstage at the Big Four. Rob, we appreciate you stopping in by the lounge to talk with us, and definitely we appreciate you putting the Big Four show right here in our backyard.
So thank you.
Right on.
Thank
no
you.
problem. Thank you for having us.
Right on. Keep checking back with us on Twitter and Facebook. We're updating videos. It's all right here, backstage at the Big Four with 93.7 KCLB Rocks.
All right.